Hey everyone, it's Alex from the Whiskey Geeks on the whiskeygeeks.com coming at you with another short box video this week, and this time it is part short box, part instant reaction because I just read The Nice House on the Lake by James Tynion with the art by Alvaro Martinez Bueno and Jordi Belair, and I've got to tell you, I'm very excited about this book. It came off recommendation from Steve Say from the Talking Comics podcast. He shot us a message and said, have either of you guys read this book yet? And if you haven't, I'm not saying anything else, go pick it up. So thank you very much, Steve, for that recommendation because I just finished this and boy, do I love it. Now, as you can see from the artwork on the front, there is a very nice lake house in the back. There is some water. There is a whole bunch of human skeletons in the water, and someone is floating, mostly submerged, with a very worried look on her face. So you can get an idea of the leaning of this book. It is from DC's Black Label, which is their 17+ label. They most recently, what I read from them was the 3-part Joker and Batman run that they ran off that, which I also really liked. So when Steve said, hey, you got to go pick this up, I ran out and I quickly found a copy. I called my local comic book guy, Mike from Dark Age Comics up here in Ottawa. He actually said DC has sold out of this run. He cannot get any more. So the only copies that are out there are the ones that are in your local comic book shop. So go out, call your local comic book place, find a copy of this because it comes with a Whiskey Geeks 2 thumbs way up in the air. I don't want to get into some spoilers here, at least not in the first part of this video. I came in, I didn't read any reviews, all I saw was the artwork on the front of this and said, okay, DC Black Label, bunch of human skeletons, bunch of people get invited up to a lake house and there's a bunch of dead people. Okay, so it's gonna have a bit of a, maybe a horror bent to it, maybe there's a killer on the loose, serial killer, who knows. It's not what I expected in the best possible way. So the narrator or the point of view that you get throughout this story is from Ryan. She is a 26-year-old artist from New York. And it starts off with her and this gentleman, Walter, who they're talking in a bar. And he just says, how do you think the world's gonna end? And she's like, oh, fuck. That's a question. And they kind of go back and forth for a while, it's like, oh, I think this, or like, what are we thinking, nuclear winter, and what have you. And it jumps around a bit, and then in the summer, in June, there is an email that goes out, and it says, hey, everyone, I've been talking to you all, this group of people that mainly met in high school and university, and he goes, I know none of you have plans for this week in June. I've got this amazing lake house, and I want all of you to come up. We've lost contact, we've drifted apart, we haven't been speaking as much. I want us all to get it together and have this amazing week at this incredible place up on the this lake in Wisconsin. So he invites a group of 12 people who all get together at this lake house. They show up, and this is a place from Cribs. It is amazing. Everyone who's there is referred to in a little bio, like Ryan is the artist, and then there's the comedian, there's the pianist, there's the doctor, there's the author, and they've all got these like little introduction, like met 18 years ago, picked or like decided to be invited 18 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 6 months ago in Ryan's case. And they've all got these little symbols on their cards, and you don't know what's going on. So they all come up, they get there. Walter shows up, the man who rented the place, and he's like, hey, let's get some steaks on the grill. And that's all I want to say if you haven't read this. Please don't listen anymore. If you're watching this on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button first, and then turn the video off. All right, because like at the end of Empire, I don't want to be the reason that you find out that Darth Vader is Luke's father. So I don't want to spoil anything else. Believe me when I say James Tynion has spun a fantastic story. The artwork's great. So just based off that, go pick this up and read it. All right, I'm going to give you a second to turn this off. If you're driving in the car, you're listening to this on podcast, hit next. Go listen to something else. I don't want to spoil it for you. You've got 5 seconds. Okay, if you're still here, holy crap. All of a sudden, her phone starts buzzing. She looks on Twitter, and all that's going on in New York City? Are you kidding me? Didn't see this coming at all. It looks like there is an end of world catastrophe that's going on. People's skins falling off. There's fire everywhere. People are seeing colors up in the sky. There's a saying like, it's not even hurting. They're able to just peel the skin off their bones. It doesn't even hurt. And everyone's affected except these 12 people that are at this house. And Walter has been part of this plan going back, 18 years, because I can't remember which character, but it said they were chosen 18 years ago for this. And he said, don't worry about the rest of the world. All that matters is the 12 of you that are here. You're going to be safe. You'll be able to just live in this paradise here. I have so very many questions. What are the symbols on their cards? What are the items that they're going to get when he said, like, in your rooms, and you'll be able to get other things that are around the house? What alien race is he from? How long has the destruction of Earth been in the works for? Why these 12 people? Like, I'm really curious about that. And do their professions have anything to do with it? Why were they chosen? Was it because he was friends with them or he got along? But I really don't think so. At one point someone said, oh, I thought when I saw that it was the artist, I thought it was gonna be this guy. Like, no offense, but I'm glad you're here too, Ryan. Anyways, I love it. The artwork's amazing. The writing's amazing. I came out of this really wishing that I had issue 2 in my hands so that I could just start going again. Steve, thanks so much for the recommendation. If you guys don't listen, go over to the Talking Comics podcast, wherever you listen, hit that subscribe button. They do awesome stuff. So I can't thank him enough for pointing me in the direction of this. Yeah. Can't wait. If you have read this, which hopefully you have, if you're still here listening to me ramble on about this book, let us know what you think. Shoot us a message. We're on Instagram at the Whiskey Geeks. We are on, obviously, wherever you're listening on podcast or on YouTube here. It's the Whiskey Geeks. You can hit us an email, thewhiskeygeeks@gmail.com. Let us know what your thoughts about this book are. I'm really interested to see where this goes. And yeah, thanks so much. If you can hit that subscribe button there down below, we would really appreciate it. Rate and review. It helps other people find us and really helps us out. So thank you so much for tuning in for this week's issue of The Short Box. We will be having a neck pour session video that'll be coming up soon as well. I can't wait. I'm going to go back and reread this book because one time through was not enough. I need to go back and really go through everything to see if I missed anything. So anyways, from us here at the Whiskey Geeks, thanks again so much. And remember, Scotch and stories, they belong together. Cheers.